Having diabetes can raise a lot of questions, like my morning ride. Will it help lower my glucose? With the Freestyle Libre 2 system, you can know where your glucose level is and where it's headed without finger sticks. Manage your diabetes with more confidence and lower your A1C. Ask your doctor about the Freestyle Libre 2 system, now widely covered by Medicare for patients managing diabetes with insulin. Visit freestylelibre.us to learn more.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. It's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
This fueled moment is presented by 76, and how about Xavier Weaver on this 50-yard punt return?
Gotta like what Weaver does, because he sees that he's surrounded. There's 5 Sun Devils right in front of him. Up, running to the sideline. Speed. Speed. You can't teach speed, people. And good blocks on the perimeter. And if it wasn't for Hershey, the punter, tripping him up, he'd still be running.
Kind of like my diet. Hershey's always tripped me up, I'll tell you that much.
Wow. Okay.
So Xavier Weaver making the big play right there.
Nice one, Jordan.
Put them into scoring position. And how about Colorado in the fourth quarter this season? 71-28. They're outscoring their opponents in the final quarter of the game.
Coaches love to see that. The way the team finishes speaks volumes on the personality they have.
3rd and 6, Sanders has some time. Sanders, a deep strike. Oh, it's caught free. Almost intercepted.
Now Shamari Simmons lays a hit. McCullough almost comes up with the football. But how about the Sun Devils defense rallying? Look at this. Over the outstretched arms of the linebacker. And there's Simmons with a nice hit. Shoulder up. That's a good solid hit right there on Hankerson.
Hankerson taking the shot, and this is an Arizona State team. We said it, one of only 5 teams in all of college football without an interception this year. That almost was an extremely timely one. Either way, it forces Colorado to punt, and the Sun Devils might get one more crack at this here to try and tie things up.
Now it's the delay game. They were taking forever. Don't know if they wanted it.
Penalty, still 4th down.
So Arizona State's going to have 2 timeouts. Plenty of time left on the clock for them to try and work the ball down the field. But the Colorado defense we've seen has just continued to stop anything that the Sun Devils have tried to do on the ground.
And they've really been playing a short game up to this point, but they're going to have to stretch the field now if they think to get back in this thing, being down by 7.
Bassett, the punt. The fair catch is made right near the 5-yard line. So Arizona State, 95 yards, stands in front of them if they want to try and tie this game. And you saw the numbers from the Coach Prime effect. This fan base that has grown, they are passionate, and they are nearly nationwide as they're trying to cheer their team on to their first conference win. And this goes a long way. You're a team that is had a very tough loss at Oregon. You play USC close, and now just getting that winning taste again, picking up a victory on the road to build that momentum up again.
Well, regardless of what lessons you take, I still think the Pac-12 is one of the more competitive divisions and conferences in all of football. So, you know, no matter what the rest of the season has, no matter how it finishes, you know, Deion's going to have a leg up on recruiting because he's just that magnetic. I mean, really, guys are attracted to him because they believe in what he's doing and they know where he's in. He's a Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer. How many NFL Hall of Famers do you have coaching, you know, college football teams? You know, it's not a whole lot. And so he resonates with his word and, of course, his voice. It carries. The transfer portal, the way things are in college football, Jordan, it's only a matter of time before he's able to put some winners out there.
Bourguet had Badger on the crossing route, but couldn't get the ball to him. You saw that Colorado pressure come into his face. Bourguet dumps it out to Scadaboo. Scadaboo chopped down. Excellent open field tackle by Cooper.
Scadaboo is still down on the ground.
slow to get up, so not a good sign for Arizona State as Cam Skattebo will lay down on his back. Brings up 3rd and 7, and this has been a team already. We've said it before. They've lost 2 quarterbacks, depth on the offensive line.
Take a look at the hit on the sideline. Wasn't really vicious. Just Skattebo's had a long night. It's tired.
It's been a physical season
It has
for
been
him
physical.
so far. He's had to really carry the load, and we haven't seen him in the backfield every snap like a featured back. They've gone to Kyson Brown quite a bit, so this is that time of year where until you get to that bye week, guys are pretty beat up.
And back to your point, Jordan, when you look at the schedule, you're trying to figure out who you match up with, what games to really, check mark on your schedule. And for both of these teams coming into today, they're struggling to try to find their way. Obviously, Colorado started off strong, but has slipped since then, trying to get back into winning track, and both, as you mentioned, trying to win their conference record, win the conference game.
3rd and 7. Catches made for the first down. Giovanni Sanders able to bring it in, and much needed for Arizona State just to buy a little breathing room for Bourguet back there. Under 2:40 left to play. Bourguet steps up, strike delivered, catch and run. Here's Badger. Badger still going as he lunges near midfield.
They've been trying to do that all night.
I mean, ain't about to let him come back, are they?
You get Colorado in a man defense, man under.
Don't tell me about to let him
and you
come
find
back.
a way to get it to your star receiver, Badger.
30 yards on the completion. Badger now 113 on the
Get that
night.
boy.
Another
It's a
quick
good game,
completion
last 2
made
minutes, man.
outside.
If you
That's
play
Bryce
football, you know
Pierre,
right
one of the
now,
backup
boy,
tight
it is
ends.
tight on that sideline.
This is
Both
some
of them. You're-
long-awaited momentum on offense that the Sun
mistakes
Devils
to
have
be
been
made.
seeking in this second
see.
half.
Overtime.
Right now, Colorado's having the hardest time getting lined up. Formation and personnel that's out there.
Empty backfield, 2nd and 5. Under 2 minutes now left in this one. Arizona State with 2 timeouts. Bourguet has to hang on to it. This time just going to sail it out of bounds. It was up 3rd and 5 with the clock stopped.
If I'm Arizona State, I got to get Badger back on the field. He came on the sideline. He wasn't on the field for that last play. I got to get him back out there and see if they can get another matchup issue. When Badger caught that long pass, he was being covered by the middle linebacker Bentley, which is an advantage of Badger every time.
3rd and 5. 3 receivers to the short side. Bourguet again dumps it off.
It's enough for the first
Sanders
down.
with another first down catch. He has been the safety valve on 3rd down.
Sanders coming up a little limp. Took a shot. Got him outflanked right here, the lower part of your screen. 3 receivers down, 2 defenders. You got to catch the football, son.
And Tevin White can't come up with the completion. Was wide
You
open.
cannot miss.
Had the opportunity. Colorado was confused on defense, trying to sub. But again, another case where you're taking your eyes off the football, about ready to run. Incomplete pass.
You called it, had him outflanked. And you see Coach Prime fired up at his defense right now. Talking to Cooper at this point. But how about the game for Elijah Badger? Came into this one with 21 catches on the season, has 11 tonight, working the middle of that field.
Crossing routes. You're going to get isolated on a linebacker or a safety. Use the crossing routes. Use it to your advantage. You see how deep Colorado is. You see how deep their safeties are. They're backing up, waiting for the deep pass. And, of course, Badger just making way with his legs after he catches the ball, yards after catch, taking some serious hits. That's when he was being covered by Bentley. Got a middle linebacker covering your slot receiver. Advantage number 2.
11 catches, 113 yards on 14 targets. Now back in the game.
Let's
5
go.
receivers spread out for Bourguet. 1:26 left in this one. Arizona State's got to score to tie it up. Bourguet to the outside. It's Stovall.
Colorado,
Stovall
man.
wrestled out
I
of
ain't
bounds
looking like
just
I
short of the
want
first
this,
down
man.
marker. It'll be
At least
3rd
get 'em
down
in the
and
red zone.
short.
And it's actually even better when the defender tries to throw you out of bounds. He didn't get the first down, but he did get out to stop the clock. Here comes a blitz.
Bourguet has time, sails the pass to Badger, and that was dangerous as that was floating in the air for a split second. But again, man was open.
Bourguet expected Badger to keep running.
Right there
He expected that's why the throw is so long. Look, Badger comes off the line, he's uncovered.
Yeah. He couldn't get the. You
Playing that sort of matchup zone defense style where the safety's over the top.
We need it.
And covering out
I said I need
You
it.
have 2
He's Drake
timeouts. You've thrown it the
undefeated.
last couple of plays. But obviously no back in the
4th and
backfield.
1, baby.
Scatterboo.
Game on the line. I feel like they're gonna get it,
Where
man.
will
Come on,
Dillingham
stop
and
him
this
though.
offense go? They hand off to Scatterboo to keep him alive in the game.
It's a good game, y'all.
Gets the first
Got
down.
ourselves a game.
Huge run for Scatterboo.
It looked like CU was prepared for it. They brought a blitz from the outside, but Scatterboo made up his mind. The moment he got this football, Jordan, I'm going right downhill. I'm going to get the first down.
Just over a minute left.
Confusion in secondary.
Bourguet trying to roll out to his right. He'll launch another one near the stands.
A little bit of confusion again out of the Buffaloes in the secondary. You see Dion quite livid.
There's been a lot of coaching over the last couple of possessions.
Absolutely, there has to be.
And that's the thing. You've seen a lot of Arizona State receivers get open. They just haven't made the catch every single time.
That's true. They've been focused on trying to get downfield yards after the catch. But I think they've had a solid game plan in here really to stretch this Colorado's defense. Just haven't converted as much.
1 minute left. 2nd and 10 for Bourguet.
Bourguet.
Bourguet retreating. Lofts it up. Catch is made near the side.
Dang, that's crazy.
They're going to call the catch is good right now, but they're going to review this, I imagine.
It looked like they're saying defensive pass interference. Let's take a look at this catch.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Makes the adjustment, comes back for the football.
Oh, how about that by Giovanni Sanders?
That's a good catch.
Clutch on this drive. 2 third-down catches.
Got it.
The ruling on the field is a catch. Pass interference.
It's a catch
Defense
and pass
penalty
interference.
decline. First down.
First down.
So we've talked about Elijah Badger, but how about Sanders?
Sanders. I
got
thought he
3
was
catches
hurt.
for
That boy
31
got up
yards
and
tonight.
got
Talk about
busy.
the adjustment.
Look,
Great
he threw
adjustment
this
as he
dude
comes back for the
off of
football.
him.
Back shoulder throw.
Caught.
You see Bentley is in coverage, the linebacker in coverage. Oh, did he catch that ball? That ball looked like it touched the ground.
It looked very close, but it might have been underneath that
That's
form.
catch. Yeah.
How about Bourguet? 31 of 48, 315 yards.
Looks like they're going to review it.
I see what you're seeing. I think he got his forearm underneath that.
I certainly hope so.
Ground.
Because if it comes back and they review it and it's an incomplete pass, you have to take the penalty.
The previous play is now under review regarding the catch.
That last angle that we
OT?
saw, Jordan, is
Yeah,
one that
OT
I'm
coming?
concerned about because I thought the
Overtime
tip
on
of
the way,
that ball
bro.
snuck out. This one right here. You see
Get
Bentley
ready,
with his hands
sit
on
back, and
Sanders.
relax.
See him come
OT
back.
is on the way.
Now look, the tip of that ball, does that ball hit? Right
Oh, I
there.
see what you're saying.
Yes, it does. You see it right there.
And that's what I was looking
But it was
at.
still pass interference.
Excellent adjustment, but I think the tip of that ball comes down. You can't see it from that angle.
As you said, there's a flag on the play.
Pass interference, so you accept a 15-yard penalty or the catch.
It's really just a difference of 1 yard.
Yes, exactly right.
16-yard
Yeah.
completion,
Exactly.
15-yard penalty, so you're not sweating if you're Arizona State at this point.
This is the review
Don't
right
really
there,
matter.
right
We'll be
there.
back.
That ball is
This
coming
don't
out,
matter.
and I don't know if that nose touches the ground, but it looks like it does.
I'm with you, Lincoln. I think that's an excellent view, and you do see that ball hit the turf. But right now, Arizona State is dealing.
Yes.
Bourguet is back there. He is comfortable. He has time. But now things are going to start to shrink a little bit as you get into the red zone. What do they have to keep in mind offensively?
Well, first of all, you need a touchdown. So if the ball is coming to you, what you're telling all the receivers, look at the football first, run afterwards. That's the first one. We can't settle for a field goal. A field goal does no good at the end of the game. So we need a touchdown. So you've taken advantage of Colorado's confusion on defense.
The ruling on the field is changed to an incomplete pass. Pass interference defense will be enforced. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, Arizona State.
As we get the explanation from the ref, you know, it's one of those things where you've got to get in the end zone. You tell your guys a sense of urgency. Yes, we still have, what, 2 timeouts left? But we only have 55 seconds. We've got to get in the end zone.
Been Elijah Badger, the hot hand on offense. 11 catches, 113 yards. We've seen Sanders with a couple of catches good for first down. Some key third down opportunities. Scatterboot in the game in the backfield. He ran for a first down on fourth down. Top shelf has his man. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Troy O'Meary makes the clutch grab, and Arizona State 1 point away from tying this up.
Just as we drew up, they had all that time on the sidelines. That's just how we drew it up. Carter Stoudemire was on the coverage. Put out no man's land when you have to face that with the receiver.
Travis Hunter right now.
Trent Bourguet. What a night for him. 31 of 48. As we said, 314 yards and the touchdown. Just a one-on-one play. You get it to your playmaker, comes down with it. Now Longetto, who's been perfect on the year, ties it up, and we are 24 on with 50 seconds left.
Unless Shador does some
whoop
whoop
again. It's going to be interesting, right? Every game has been. Look at the protection. Bourguet knows he's got one-on-one with the receiver. Puts it in the spot where he can only catch it. Comes down with it.
It was Carter Stoudemire on the coverage.
And it's really it's so difficult to stop the back shoulder throw. If you don't find if you're a cornerback and you don't turn around and find where the football is, you have no idea how to adjust for it.
How about this drive? 13 plays, 94 yards.
I love you, man.
2 minutes and 36 seconds. Bourguet 7-12 for 77 yards on that drive. Now the question: Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He's done this before. We saw it against Colorado State, and he took him 90 plus at the end of that game to send it into overtime. He's got 50 seconds left and a timeout. But it's worth noting here, Lincoln, the kicking game, shaky for Colorado. They do not have an automatic long-range field goal kicker.
Right. So you're going to be taking your shot. So what I'd like to see happen, and I don't think it's going to happen because most kickers kick it out of the back of the end zone. They don't want to set up a return. I like for you to set it short, try to use a little bit of time. Trust my special teams. You've got 50 seconds left. I want to make you travel the full length of the field as much as possible, and I give you the ball on the 25 to start.
Longetto has the wind behind him as it started to pick up here a little bit at Mountain America Stadium. That's exactly what he'll do. He'll send that thing back and out of the end zone. And that checks up short. But you saw Colorado just kind of gave up on that, and that thing died at the tail end.
Right at the goal line. If it did touch the goal line, it could have been recovered by Arizona State. So one rather nice drive, Jordan. I was going to say that last drive from Arizona State, 13 plays, 94 yards. Bourguet was special. And of course, the pass interference helped keep the drive along for him.
One timeout for Colorado, 50 seconds left. 1st and 10.
Now, if you're Arizona State, how much pressure do you want to bring? If you're Brian Ward, how much pressure do you want to bring? Knowing that this quarterback can sit back there and pick you apart, are you going to play coverage or are you going to try to put pressure?
Hankerson is the back. 4-man rush for Arizona State. Blind side was exposed. Sanders wants it up. Got his man. It's Antonio down near the 30-yard line. And just like that, Colorado within striking distance.
He tripped though. Why he tripped?
Egregious error. You don't let anybody behind you when you're dealing with this situation.
42 yards. They go back to Antonio. What a night for him. Javon Antonio. 3 catches for 42 yards coming in. Tonight, 4 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown.
They're still not aligned, right?
Under 30 seconds left. Sanders just flips it out of bounds.
Well, they were fortunate to have that. Well, let's go back to the first play to start the series. I'm not sure what Roe Torrance is thinking, but he allows to get behind him, Antonio to get behind him. If it wasn't for the turf monster, Antonio would still be running.
And Sanders stitched the jersey with that throw. 3rd and 3. It'd be about a 42-yard field goal from this spot. Sanders working the middle of the field, tries to dump it off. Couldn't get it to his tight end, Harrison. And it's B.J. Green. Who else in coverage? 4th and 3. Now a decision for Colorado.
Good recognition that time by number
What
35.
y'all doing? Y'all
Recognizing that the
kicking
tight
it?
end was
Or
trying to
y'all
slip
going
out.
for that thing?
They're going to go for a field goal right here. Yes, they are.
So it'll be
You
Mata.
gotta go for the field goal.
Who was good from
Oh,
42
yeah.
earlier. Mata to put the Buffs up 3.
Yeah. This gonna make him or break him.
Colorado seeking their first conference win. That'll be a timeout call.
Ice the kick.
Arizona State, they'll use one of their 2 and try to put a little ice on this.
Mata did right. You teach your center and your kicker and your holder team, if you're ever faced with a timeout, snap the ball, have your kicker go through and kick it. And it did go through. So even though it's a timeout, kick it, you go through the motions. And that did score.
Plenty of leg, too.
Plenty of leg.
Alejandro Mata. It's 2 of 2 coming into tonight. It was good from 42 at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Now a chance to put his team up by 3 as Colorado trying to get this win on the road against Arizona State from the left hash.
Arizona State, make sure you stay on side. Don't jump too early. Don't give them a freebie.
That's it to hold. The kick is up. And Mata strokes it through the pipes. And Colorado takes a 3-point lead. We'll see Coach Brown.
Well, we got it.
Now we got
It's
kickers
still
out
12
there.
seconds.
Let's see what happens.
Woo, that was beautiful too.
Nice kick, nice hold, nice protection.
Dang.
Mata does right, puts the ball through for the score.
4 and 2. That sounds better than 3 and 3. I'll tell you that.
Look.
That's what you want from your kicker.
Especially an
That's what you
OT
want. That
game.
is
You
the
ain't
demeanor
trying
you
to
want
really
from
do
your
that
kicker.
again. Made it out of double
Mata
OT.
dialed in tonight. 2 clutch field goals for the Buffaloes, and now 12 seconds left for Arizona State. They have
He
one
can barely
timeout.
run. He telling you, yeah, I told you.
Coach tell him to go dance. Go do a dance.
Go do what you want to do. Prime time. Hit that. Hit it, bro. It's your time to shine. This ain't time, man. Hey, you did that, bro. Yeah.
And you just go back to the huge completion to Antonio, whether it's busted coverage or missed assignment.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be. I'm trying to figure out what Roe Torrance was thinking of to allow somebody behind him.
Looking like something.
Oh, here's his dance.
Parlay.
Hey, look.
What's the
Get
dance?
out there and dance. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, boy.
What the? Oh. Get it, though.
Churning the butter. What was that? I don't know.
Hey, you wonder what kickers and punters do sometimes during
No, I don't.
doubles when they don't have to practice.
I know they don't practice. But I don't wonder any other way.
Well, kicks return for Arizona State, and blown up is Badger at the 15-yard line. So Arizona State. And a flag goes on to the field because that's been the theme on every single kicking play
That's the
tonight.
celebration.
Everything. He held it off at all. He
That
just
gives
knocked
15
that
yards.
The
That's a
head off.
defensive lineman. That's Bishop Thomas.
He
This
walked around
defensive
that
lineman that comes
like,
down.
God.
Somebody get the license plate of that truck? It's number 9500. Look at him celebrating. Yeah, it's a good time, man. When you're up by 3, almost finished the game.
For Arizona State, as we get the call here.
After review, there is no targeting on
He
the
said,
play.
I thought it was
First
prime
down,
time,
Arizona
coach.
State.
I thought it was retarded.
Oh,
Now that's a celebration.
So no targeting. That means it will stay at the 15-yard line. And
The hit was clean.
Arizona State, you probably don't even have enough time to.
One time, hurl it up as far as you can. Hopefully, you come down where you can get a
You
timeout
peeped
if
though.
you have enough
Prime
time.
mad already. Though.
But
He
if
mad.
you're
He
CU,
ain't
you're
no
playing
none of
deep. Playing deep, not letting anything behind you. What I try to tell my little kids that play safety, do not let anyone behind you.
Prevent.
Here's Bourget.
He's not going to have enough time for that.
Down and just keeps
Good
going
man.
up in the backfield. Ball prize loose. That is McNeil that laid the wood.
Boy, that was
2
a jailbreak
seconds.
right
Don't
there.
fuck up.
I looked up and I saw 3 black helmets in the backfield right on top of Bourget. Take a look at this rush right here. They're only rushing 4, playing coverage. But when you see the tackles get beat on the upfield shoulder like that, Jordan, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. When you get beat on the upfield shoulder, they can turn the corner, they collapse the pocket. If anything, you want to try to keep them as close to the line of scrimmage to give your quarterback an out.
ASU led 17-14 when Woods was ejected for targeting at the end of the 3rd quarter. Colorado had 0 sacks in the first half, but 5 in the second half.
Really turned it up. Got an idea that when I talk about adjustments, you see what Colorado adjusted in the second half to take away what ASU wanted to do. The crossing routes, the underneath stuff. They took a lot of the short stuff away, yards after the catch. And Arizona State did make some things happen on Colorado breaking down defensively, but it wasn't enough. I attribute this Colorado team. I didn't think they had a chance. Sanders did it again.
So 3 seconds left. The band is still in the stands for Arizona State. Get it over to Badger. Badger trying to get his way to the sideline. Badger trying to tiptoe, and time just runs out, so no laterals, and that'll do it. Colorado picks up the road victory, their first Pac-12 victory for Coach Prime as they improve to 4-2. Arizona State will fall to 1-5. And coming up next year, we'll have Oregon State and Cal. But how about the drive? Late in this one, Shedeur Sanders, the big completion to Antonio. And it was Mata, the kicker. Got things done here, Lincoln.
And right now, you hate to see this, but you got to be as a good sport. Now, these guys are coming together, half are shaking hands, half are pushing each other and shouting at each other. But it's time to come together, play football. Let's live and play another day.
Your final score, Colorado 27, Arizona State 24. Pac-12 football will continue with number 15, Oregon State, taking on Cal. For Lincoln Kennedy and our wonderful crew, I'm Jordan Kent. Thanks again for joining us.
There's a low and incomplete there to Monroe Young. 7-0 Oregon State as we welcome a new audience. Those of you watching